Everyone, welcome to part 7. Oh my god. Hello everyone, welcome to part 7 of our Learning Google Sheet series. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to format cells, including making text bold, underlining it, changing the size and the font, how to merge it and maybe even center it, how to wrap text, and then as well as to kind of change the format of some numbers, maybe to change it to like a currency or percentage, that sort of thing. So to start out with, what I'd like to do is make a sheet about the colors of the rainbow. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this. We'll maybe leave it format text and we'll just call it rainbow up there to change the title. Now, what I'd like to do is create a title kind of in this first row. So maybe colors of the rainbow. So I'm going to go to row 2 and I'm just going to put in the different colors. So I'm going to put red, orange, and I'm just tabbing over every time to move over. Yellow, green, blue, and we'll put violet. Now we left out indigo, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Now, as far as the title, what I'd like to do is merge cells A1 through F1. So I'm going to click and drag all the way over. I'm going to click merge cells. And then I'd like to give it a title in here and just put colors of the rainbow. Now, it's not centered, so I would like it centered, and I'd like to change the format of this text a little bit. So let's center it, and let's make it pretty big here, 24. And let's make it bold. Maybe give it a different font type of maybe like impact. Now there's no underline here, which is probably unique to my setup here. So I'm going to find it actually under format. There's an underline option here. So I'm just going to go ahead and underline it there. A lot of times you'll see the underline here instead of the strike through. I think it's just because I used strike through recently. It's there. So let's go here to red. Now I'm going to change the color of the text here with this A. And I'm just going to change it to their corresponding colors. I'm going to make red, red, and orange, orange, and stuff like that. So I'm just going to kind of do that over and over. Here's yellow. Make the green, green, and the blue, blue, and the purple, purple. There we go. Now, what I'd like to do is underneath this, I would like to put a little quote from this website here. It's this quote here. It's customary to list indigo as a color line between blue and violet, but it's never seemed to me that indigo is worth the dignity of being considered a separate color. So that's interesting because we left it out. So I'm just going to copy this quote, and I'm going to place it right in A3 here. And now when I do that, it does actually copy the size and font from the website. It's kind of smart enough to do that. But it's only in A3 box. If I click on B3, see it's not there in this right next to here. So I could actually type something separate in here. But that's not exactly going to work the best for me because I would like to have this quote to where everybody could see it all the time. So to accomplish this, let's go ahead and merge A3 through F3. So let's go ahead and merge that. And if I click, you can kind of see now, if I try to click B2, it's just going to go into A3 because we've merged all those cells. Now we still can't see everything, so we're going to have to still try to format this a little bit better. I'm going to first start by making it just a little bit smaller. Just because it is quite large. And then even if I move this down, you can kind of see it still isn't going to show everything. So what we have to do is we have to tell Excel to wrap this text. And to do that, what we're going to want to do is go up to here where we have our wrap text function, wherever that is. Hold on. Okay, so what we have here is we need to wrap this text. I'm going to drag this down. Click into here. Now the wrap text function is actually right here. And if we click on it, there's a couple different options. There's overflow, there's wrap, and there's clip. Clip will just kind of clip it right there at the end. What we want to do is wrap it. So once we wrap it, you can see now that we have it big enough, it's going to go ahead and put that whole quote or all that text within that box. And that's essentially how you're going to do the wrapping. Now, There's another couple things I'd like to do just to kind of show off a little bit of what Google Sheets can do as far as formatting. I'm going to click this 2 down, and I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. So I'm going to make them, actually I'm going to do it all at the same time. I'm going to make them all 12. Maybe bold them. And what I'd like to do is kind of rotate them, which is kind of a neat little option. You can go up here and you can rotate it specific degrees or just tilt up, which we're just going to tilt them all up. And that's a really nice look if you're doing any kind of like, spreadsheet with different headers and stuff like that. So now what I'd like to do is show one more thing as far as numbers. And they do have, as far as the spectrums, they have them listed as wavelengths and nanometers. And so I'm just going to put roughly what they are. So I'm going to put 600 under red, and I'm going to put 580 under orange, and 570 under yellow. And I'm going to put about 550 under green. Under blue, I'm going to put 475. And these are just kind of rough estimates there. And then violet, let's do 400. And now we can kind of show a little bit more of the formatting of what Google Docs can do. Now you can see this is orange here. I think this is kind of left over from me kind of messing around. So I'm going to click here, hit the paintbrush to paint this format onto that cell just to bring it back to where the other ones are. Now let's just kind of show off a little bit of what these do. So if we could format that 600 nanometers to currency, and you can kind of see it formats it as $600 rather than nanometers, or we can give it a percentage, 58,000%, or we can go up here and we can decrease decimal places, or we can increase decimal places, and that's kind of neat. There's lots of other ways of formatting numbers. You can kind of see some of them here. We're not going to get into all of them, but just know that there is quite a bit of different formatting you can do to numbers, and it's kind of built into Google Sheets itself. So that's just kind of a small taste as far as some of the formatting you can do and text wrapping. I hope it was helpful, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.